Hey everyone, Freddie Smith here. How are you? I hope you're having a wonderful day. For all the Wilson fans out there, you probably watched the tearful exit of Wilson. And I watched the scenes, I watched those episodes, or I remember them like they were yesterday. And I actually have, for this video, I wanted to give away a few scripts. I brought some scripts home with me because I know so many of you have been supporting the Wilson storyline, have been Days of Our Lives fans forever, and I thought how cool would it be to sign a couple scripts of our very last episode so that you could go back and rewatch the episode and read through the script. I also have a schedule. Now this wasn't my last day, but this schedule has, I'll go over it in detail later, but I'm going to give away a signed schedule and 3 scripts. So I'm really, really excited, but I want to break it down because maybe you always wondered, what's a Days of Our Lives script? You know, what's it like when you get it? How does it all break down? So I'm going to go over all of that with you. If you're new to our YouTube channel, please like and comment. Please subscribe to the channel. This way you can keep up to date with me. Because even though Sonny's gone, Freddie's right here. I'm virtual now. I guess I was virtual before. Sonny was on your television. So now I'm coming through your computer or your iPhone. And I'm just thankful that this isn't 1994. Because if you had a favorite actor or character leave a show, there was really no way of keeping up with them. So we're right here on YouTube. We're right here on Facebook. If you haven't followed me over on Instagram, go over after the video and give me a follow. We do stories. We have a road trip coming up, and this way you can keep up with me in real life. It's FM Smith 319 on my Instagram, and I love connecting with all of you, so I appreciate you so much. Just over the, almost 9 years, I just appreciate the love and all of the messages that I received. Holy cow, from Twitter to Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook, just showered with love. So you spoiled me. And it just shows that we did a great job, and I appreciate your support. It means the world to me. So this is the least I can do, is give away a few scripts and share with you everything that we do on a daily basis, or as I did on a daily basis over there. But let me start with the schedule. Now, I don't think you're going to be able to see this, so I'm going to, in post-production, I'll zoom in on this so you can actually see it up close. But this is essentially what the schedule looks like. So you're going to get your day, who's directing the episode, and then at the very top, it'll show what episodes we're working on this day. So in this one, it was episode 13,920, 922, 923, 924, 925, and 928. So think about when that comes with the scheduling of Days of Our Lives, how everything is so scheduled out perfectly. And we worked on all these episodes. Now, not me personally, but you can see the characters that are in, and they did pieces of all these episodes. Some of them they actually completed, but you can see at the top there, the INC is incomplete, where they did complete 13,922. So this day that was completed, but the other episodes they just did portions of. And then at the top here, it'll show dry blocking, items 1 through 31. So if you look all the way on the first page here, all of these actors and all these characters are going to get in anywhere from 6 a.m. to 7 a.m. And then right at 7:30 to 8:45, we dry block. And that's where we go on the set with the director, and they show us where to walk. They show us where to sit, when to pick up a glass. We get to talk about the scenes. We get to go over our lines, and we get to read them. And Allison Sweeney posted a picture on her Instagram of me, Chandler, and her during dry block. I believe it was dry block because we were in our street clothes, and we're just holding our scripts, working with the director, going over everything. So that's what we do in the morning. And then during our 10:30 break, they'll knock out a few other scenes while we're still there, so 32 to 37, and then we start filming at 8:45. So you'll see on this day, we begin in Studio 2 in the Horton Town Square, and this was my episode. So I showed up to work. This was one of those fun days where I showed up to work for this very first episode here, item 8, where I said goodbye to Kate and Lucas. So that was on this day, and then you see a little asterisk next to Will and Sonny. When you have an asterisk next to your name, that means that you're going to appear on the second page. So don't leave the studio. You're not done for the day. You got stuff on the second page. So you can go through here. I'll show you right here with Xander's Kiriakis bedroom, Eve's motel, Marlena's townhome, and there you move to Studio 4, so we go across the hall. And then let's see what's on page 2. So then page 2, we've got Marlena's townhouse and corridor. the nurse's station, the hearing room. Ooh, this was a long day for Freddie. So on February 10th, I was there all day. So I probably did my first scene at 9, and then I didn't film these scenes with Victor and Will until probably 4 o'clock. So that was one of those days where if the Kiriakis mansion happened to be earlier, I would have done all these and been out. This was one of those longer days. But yeah, so that's how that broke down. So I ended up saying, if you rewatch those last 2 episodes, I said bye to Kate and Lucas. We shot that in the morning, and then we shot the Victor stuff later that day. So, but this is what the schedule looks like. So you never know where you're going to be on the schedule. They do their best to keep every scene together for the actors, but every now and then you get split like this. But they really got it figured out over there to manage 30 actors and all these sets and everything. But here's what a schedule looks like. So I'm going to sign this and give this away. So comment below if you want the schedule or a script, and I am going to have the impossible task, I don't know why I do this to myself, where I'm going to get all of you saying yes, you want it, and then I can only give away 4, which kills me because I wish I could give away 4,000. But if you're interested in grabbing a script of this, please comment below, let me know, and then in the next couple weeks I'm going to go through and I'll pick it out. And because we're going to be taking our road trip and we're going to be packing, I'll probably, for the winners, I'll reach out to you in the next week or so to let you know who won. But then it's probably going to take me another few weeks before I get these in the mail because we're going to be moving and packing, so I don't want you to be waiting at your mailbox. It's probably going to be a little bit, but I will get you your scripts. Now let's move on to the script. Now I'm going to do the same thing where I'll zoom in and post, and I'll show you this. But this is the cover. We used to have just this as the main cover, but as you see, it says confidential, do not photograph, because many actors would take pictures, including myself, and sometimes you'd give away story or actors, and that's no bueno. So they put this here just for extra protection, but these are the scripts. I think they've always been green, but let's break down what the actual script says here. So this is episode 13,929, the final draft. Week 1, and I don't know what week 1 actually means. Week 1. Maybe it's week 1 of the actual new season, because I think the season starts in February. Or no, this is September. Maybe it starts in September. All these years, I don't know what week 1 means. But anyway, the air date, September 18th, 2020. So that's what I thought my initial last air date would have been. But the Olympics got canceled due to everything going on, so they ended up bumping these back, where my last episode then became the 1st of September. Same day means from the last script of 13,928, that is the same day in Salem, even though it's 2 episodes for us. And then it shows the cast, so you can see the whole list of the cast here. It's in alphabetical order, huh? Yeah, it's in alphabetical order, so you can see everyone here. There was a stunt coordinator for something in this episode. Then it shows the extras, as we also call atmosphere. And then the sets. John's hospital room, Marlena's townhouse, hearing room, Eric's apartment, Kiriakis mansion in the Horton Town Square. Then it has all the writers. And when you flip the page here, this is how it all breaks down. I never paid much attention to this. I've never looked at that in any of the scenes. But here's where it really breaks down for you, is that we'll look through and it'll show you which pages in the script your scenes are in. So what we'll do is, as you can see, we have a little Brad right here on the script. I would normally take that Brad out, and I would just go through, and for Sonny, he's on page 7 and 8, so I would go to 7 and 8, I would take that out. Then I would go to 12 to 14, take that out, and so I would break this 76-page, 75-page script down to my 12 to 16 pages. I'd put all the green pages back together with the Brad in it, and then I would toss the rest in the recycling bin. So anytime people say, what's happening with Nicole or Brady or anyone, I haven't a clue. If it's not in my pages, I have no idea what's going on. So I've never known. Some actors and actresses do read the whole script. I was not one of those who read the whole script. I just grabbed out my scenes, and I got to work on those. So we'll go through, and we'll take those out. We'll throw the rest. And then one of our stage managers, Fran, has this little vase, and it's to recycle the Brads, but she calls it the Brad Pit. So we would throw our Brads into the Brad Pit, which was really cool to recycle those as well once the scene was done, and we tossed the scenes into the recycling bin, and then you're like, boom, gotta go home and study the next one. But that's what happens here. Now I'm going to go through I just want to show you one thing. I don't want to go through the whole entire script with you. Actually, you know what? I will. I'm going to go through the whole script of my scenes here. So page 7 and 8. This is kind of cool because now you can see what ended up making it, what made it, and what was improv. And but you can see here, here's the first page here, John and Marlena's townhouse. Sammy's talking, and then there's a knock at the door. I remember that. And here we are entering. No, I mean, we came to say goodbye. We're leaving today. Like hell you are. Yeah, I remember she said that. And that's the opening title. So here's 12 to 14 here. I'll show you up close so you can see what the script looks like and the conversations. You don't live here anyway, Sammy. It'll just be an extra couple hours on the flight from Europe. Here we go here. Can't wait. Please do the same on Unhappy Sammy. So then sometimes we'll see that as a direction, but most of the time we kind of just feel the moment here. So I don't know if she was unhappy or not. I don't remember specifically on that one. But let's see 17 here. So you can see Sammy lays a guilt trip on Will. Now here's something interesting. See how they have start TC here? So they have this in here, which is called start time cut. So if they know the episode is going too long, they'll actually cut this. So from time cut here all the way to the end here, they'll cut that. So then essentially we'll just say, thank you for saying that, but it wasn't meant to be. Then you jump right over to, I need to take this, and the phone rings. Now, I'd have to go back and watch this episode, but I don't know if we said this or not. You don't know, Allie changed her mind a million times. So maybe that made it, maybe it didn't. I don't know, but sometimes they'll put those time cuts in there. So 27, I'll show you this right here. All right, and then there's one more scene here. Will and Sonny look at the porta-crib at the off-camera sleeping baby. So we knew there wasn't going to be a real baby in this one. It was off-camera. And then we have this conversation here. Then I nod. So distant future. And then as they move into a kiss. So a lot of the kissing or the hugs will be written in. And most of the time we follow that direction. Sometimes we'll improv a kiss. Sometimes we'll improv a hug. Or sometimes it will be written, but it doesn't feel right. So then we just don't, or we'll hug or kiss, or kind of depends. There are certain moments they really need the touching of the hand. They really need the kiss. They really need to hug. Other times they're pretty open. Let me see. Now here's what gets really interesting that I wanted to share with all of you. So 61. So here's what's interesting. So when we got this script, remember if you watched one of our last podcasts, I talked about all the flashbacks. Well, they ended up doing a lot of voiceover flashbacks, and then they focused on Will's coming out story and our love and first kiss and making love, and it was beautiful and it was awesome. And but in the script, it was different. So as you can see here on page 61, it shows that we're moving through the town square, having a conversation here. And, how many times have things looked dire for us, and every single time we've not only made it through, but we found a way back to each other. Look where we are now. Yeah, look where we are. Then we dissolve to. Now check this out. So here's what was initially written. There's music playing. We flash back to Will comes out to Sonny, and they feel an attraction. a flashback to their first date, their first kiss. They make love for the first time. They kiss under the mistletoe. Sonny gives Will the key to his place. Will returns home and surprises Sonny. Will and Sonny's recreated wedding with Chandler. Will and Sonny spend Valentine's Day together and make love for the first time since being reunited. Their hospital honeymoon. Will and Sonny put their wedding rings back on. Then it dissolves back to the ring is never coming off my finger again. He extends his hand and Sonny takes it. So for whatever reason, we didn't shoot these because they're flashbacks, but for whatever reason in the edit or maybe the story or maybe the time, I don't know, they decided to kind of shorten it and show a different type, which was beautiful. But this is a different flashback, so that was kind of interesting. I wonder why that happened. And then here's our very last scene. It's kind of become a family tradition that when any Horton leaves town, they come and say goodbye to my great-grandparents. My dad promised he'd be back, and now he is. This will always be our home, too. We've had some challenging times over the last few years, sad losses, especially for me, losing my mom. But now, as we're getting ready to leave, I'm mostly thinking about the happy times with you. We'll have a lot more wherever we are. Goodbye, Grandma and Grandpa. Goodbye, Salem. For now. As they move out together. And the curtains close, and Sonny and Will are off to AZ. So that is what the typical script is like. I've got 3, and I've got the schedule. So comment below, let me know. We're also going to be going over my last episodes on our Friday podcast. So be sure to subscribe or like if you're on Facebook, the page. And we'll be coming back on Friday. So we're going to talk about the goodbye with Uncle Vic more in depth. We're going to talk about the goodbye, and I just want to talk about those scenes in general. And we'll refresh, and I'll answer a few more questions that Chandler and myself didn't get to on our podcast. So we'll be back on Friday. But I wanted to get this out now so that I would have some time to look through the comments and pick 4 amazing people. Like I said, I wish I could pick everyone, but I will pick 4. And then I will get these out to you in the next 4 to 6 weeks. We'll be in touch, and I'll definitely keep you up to date on all that, and I will not forget about you. I'll get you your scripts, and I will make sure you get them in one piece. So I want to thank you again from the bottom of my heart. If I haven't had enough, if I didn't have a chance to thank you, and you're just seeing this for the first time, thank you for your support. Honestly, I don't think Wilson would have made it 9 years if it wasn't for the support of the fans. People come and go all the time, and for us to have basically kept a 9-year run going of this story uninterrupted, other than the time that we left there for a little bit. We had a really good run, and it's all because of your love and support. So I thank you from the bottom of my heart, and just appreciate everything. I'm glad that we were on this journey together. So thank you. Enjoy the rest of your week, and I'll talk to you soon.